Ce rapport-là doit servir pour que ça ne se reproduise plus jamais.
This report has to serve so that this never happens again. Quebec coroner Gehane Kamel detailed the mismanagement of Quebec seniors' homes amid the first wave of the pandemic and offered 23 recommendations in a report presented Thursday for different government bodies. She says what happened at places like CHSLD Gehane in Montreal's Dorval, where 47 seniors died in the spring of 2020, resulted in several premature deaths.
Effectivement, il y a des gens qui auraient pu obtenir de l'aide.
There were people who couldn't get help and shouldn't have died. Maybe they would have died later, but they wouldn't have died in those conditions. Like Olga Machaluvichis, who was in her 90s when she died at CHSLD Gehane on April 1st, 2020.
She didn't die of COVID. She just died of sheer lack of staff and lack of care.
Her death was one of the 53 examined by the coroner, who found she died of kidney failure, likely due to dehydration and a lack of care. Some residents were left in their beds unsupervised for 2 days.
Un nouveau CHSLD, on se disait, c'est pas croyable ce qu'on entend.
It's unbelievable what we were hearing. We're in a civilized society and we left people to die alone. It was heartbreaking.
Seeing it in black and white, I think it's kind of confirmed a lot of suspicions that we had, and I think it also concretized, the anger.
The recommendations don't go far enough for Olga's grandson, Paul Carniello, and he doesn't agree with giving subsidies to privately run seniors' homes.
The instant that we throw profits in there, we're playing a dangerous game, and this is the proof. I think this is a moment and a reckoning in our history, in Quebec history, to be able to say, okay, things have to change.
Les gens ont failli. Que ce soit les propriétaires de rang.
People failed, whether it's the owners of Gehane, the CIUS, and the ministry. People passed the buck. I think there are lessons to take from what happened.
I would love to see a public inquiry. I would love to see more people resign. I'd love to see more people lose their job. I think people need to take more responsibility, and until I see that, I'm not going to be satisfied.
For Olga, who fled war and occupations in Lithuania, her life and her death weren't easy, but her grandson says many others suffered the way she did.
They lived hard lives and deserved dignity, and I don't think they received that.
Nous avons tous un devoir de mémoire.
We all have a duty to remember, and we owe at least that to the families of the deceased. In Montreal, Alyssia Rubertucci, City News.